I never imagined that moving to a quiet suburban neighborhood would be the beginning of my worst nightmare. The houses were picturesque, with neatly trimmed lawns and colorful flower beds adorning each front yard. It all seemed so perfect, too perfect, in hindsight. The day I moved into my new home on Elm Street, I was filled with excitement and anticipation. The real estate agent had assured me that it was a safe and friendly neighborhood, perfect for a young woman like myself. But as I unpacked my belongings and settled into my new surroundings, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. It started with the whispers, faint, indistinct murmurs that seemed to drift through the walls at odd hours of the night. At first, I dismissed them as the sounds of a settling house, but as the days passed, they grew louder and more insistent, like the desperate pleas of trapped souls. I tried to ignore the whispers, to focus on my job and my daily routine, but they haunted my every waking moment, gnawing at the edges of my sanity until I could no longer ignore them. And then, one fateful night, I saw them, the ghosts of Elm Street. It happened as I lay in bed, tossing and turning in a fitful sleep. I awoke to the sound of footsteps echoing through the hallway, soft and hesitant, as if trying to avoid detection. My heart pounding in my chest, I crept out of bed and peered into the darkness, my eyes straining to see through the gloom. And that's when I saw them, a family, translucent and ethereal, drifting through the hallway like specters in the night. They were dressed in outdated clothing, their faces twisted into masks of anguish and despair. I watched in horror as they passed through the walls of my bedroom, their ghostly forms leaving behind a chill that seemed to seep into my bones. I wanted to scream, to run from the house and never look back, but I was frozen in place, paralyzed by fear and disbelief. Who were these apparitions, and why were they haunting my home? I needed answers, and I was determined to find them, no matter the cost. As I delved deeper into the history of Elm Street, I uncovered a tangled web of secrets and lies, a past steeped in tragedy and sorrow. It seemed that every house on the street had its own dark history, its own ghosts that refused to be forgotten. But as I sought out the truth, I unwittingly attracted the attention of the spirits that dwelled within my own home. They grew bolder, more aggressive, their whispers turning into anguished cries that echoed through the halls day and night. I tried to fight back, to banish them from my home with sage and holy water, but it was no use. The ghosts of Elm Street were relentless, their presence a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the edges of my reality. And then, one stormy night, as I huddled in my bed, surrounded by the echoes of the dead, I realized the truth: I was not meant to escape the haunting of Elm Street. I was destined to become a part of it, a lost soul trapped forever in the haunted suburb where the ghosts of the past held sway. As the storm raged outside, I closed my eyes and embraced the darkness, knowing that there was no escape from the horrors that awaited me. For in the heart of Elm Street, the dead never truly rest, and neither would I.